What is up, guys? Back at it again with another video. This time we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. Different setup for sure. Hope you guys do like this setup. This is something else that I want to try. Make sure that I have all different angles to, make different videos so you guys are always entertained with the location that I'm at. Today's video is gonna be a story time on how I broke my little brother's hand. It happened a while back, so it's not too recent, thank God. The story of me breaking my little brother's hand. It was, mind you, it was a complete accident. This took back many years ago. So this was when he was about 3 or 4 years old, and that means that I was about 9 to 10 because we're 5 years apart. So I was about like 9 or 10 years old. He was about 3 or 4 at the time. And as siblings, we always did everything together. We did all these activities. We all had these games that we wanted to play, and we all had toys, right? But like as a kid growing up, I shared a room with my little brother. So me and him always like basically lived together. We basically lived in the same room for up until like almost 15 or 16 years old, I think that's, or like 17. I think that's where that's how long we like lived in the same room together. But back then, when we were sharing the room, we were a lot younger, so we had a lot more toys. We had like this whole like, not gaming set, but a bunch of just toys and games all over the place in the room, just because we were just very active and we just loved to play. And we had a huge imagination. So like, with that being said, we also like would like to play with each other's game, like our toys and stuff. So it would come to a point where I'd be upset because he didn't want to share his toy with me, and I'd be like, what the f? In my head, I'm like, why don't you want to share? Like, you're mad disrespectful. So I didn't want to share with him either. So that's how we kind of got into arguments and stuff. We were always fighting like, yo, give me my toy. Obviously I didn't say that, but like, and obviously like now I'm thinking like, yeah, I wanted to play that shit, so he didn't let me. So like, we always had that little issue with each other. We always were fighting over the toys, over things that were ours, not ours, things in that sense. So one day when we were like, when we were playing in the room or whatever, we used to put all our toys into this toy box. So our parents got us this like pretty big toy box that you could put just mad toys, so it just organized the room so that we weren't making a mess in the room. Like, we just had everything more organized, and it was just better for everyone, right? So we would keep our toys in there, whatnot. But one thing she would always tell us is like to close the lid of the toy box, so that, because it's also a seat, so you can sit on top of it and you can just make that as a chair, right? So we never really did that. We always left it open, this and that. It was always a problem with my mom. And like one day, me and my little brother were playing. I think we were fighting. We got into some sort of argument because of the toys, and my mom came in, and she was like, I think she had tried to settle it down, like de-escalate the problem of us fighting over a toy. And I think she was like, go grab another toy, put that toy back. And so as I'm putting my toy back, I'm pissed. Me, my mom, and my little brother it was just like a whole problem in my head. I just thought it was like, I was mad, I was so upset. I was like, why the fuck am I the problem? Why is it me? Why am I the one who has to put the toy back? Why am I the one that has to be in timeout? So pissed, right? Just like so mad. And as I'm putting my toy back in the toy box, my mom's like, don't forget to close the lid. I'm pissed, right? Not thinking of at the time of like what's going on. So I just I throw the toy in the box, and I grab the lid and I just slam that shit. Slam it as hard as I could. I was just so mad. Little did I know, on the right hand side of me, my little brother, 3 or 4 years old, his hand was just right on the edge of where the lid closes right over the box. So I slammed that, boom. All you just hear, oh my God, all you just hear is him crying. His hand, it looks and I'm just like, no, why? The worst of my luck. And I felt so bad, and I was still pissed. On top of that, I'm pissed because my mom is giving me shit, right? I'm already losing as is. I'm already taking L's. And just to add on to the L's, it's just like bad as it is. And it was just so much like we had to like take my little brother to the hospital. We had to get x-rays. He had to get actual surgery on his thumb. it was insane. I was just like, what if he doesn't have a thumb? Like, what if they take his thumb apart? Like, what if he can't use that anymore and that's my fault? Like, those are the thoughts of a 10-year-old I was thinking in my head. I was like, dude, he's not gonna have a hand. He's not gonna have a thumb. How is he gonna write? How is he gonna eat? It was crazy to me. So I was just like, no. And I wouldn't say I'm religious now, but my mom really tried to push the whole Catholic religion on me. Like, it was cool. Like, I followed it and I didn't have any problems with it or nothing. So I was praying to the max, bro. I was like, Lord, please help my little brother. He's in surgery right now, and I don't know if he's gonna come back with a thumb. Please protect his thumb. Please protect his thumb. And it was just like such a scary moment. It was so scary, and I just did not know what to do. As I'm praying to the Lord, like, yo, please, like, protect his hand, protect his thumb. I hope he's all good. This surgery was like low-key kind of a big deal. Because the reason why is because since he was so young, his bones weren't completely like formed yet. So like I could potentially deform his like hand and like how his thumb would come out and stuff. So it was actually really important that they do this operation on him so that he can have a normal thumb and functioning correctly. So like it was kind of like all of this shit was my fault. At the end of the day, all this shit was my fault, and like I do low key like regret it because I was like, bro, I'm a little kid though. I didn't really know. You know what I mean? I really didn't know about that kind of shit. I wasn't that smart. So he got the operation done. Thankfully, everything came out good. Everything was perfect, and like it was just all good. Like he came out fine. A stitches right around his thumb and stuff. So he got a bunch of stitches around his thumb just to cover up the wound. They had to open it up and everything, and like he had a little cast to hold on to his thumb, so it was like holding it in place still. And he went through physical therapy, I believe so too, and now he's good. Like now he got a whole functioning thumb, he got a whole hand. Like thankfully that didn't get worse and didn't escalate to that point, but I'm just thankful that, you know, he's good now. But yeah guys, that was like really intense moment. That was like actually one of the very few memories I really I really remember pretty like significantly as a kid. Like that's one of the very first ones I remember. I was like, shit, I did this, bro. And yeah, like I just kind of learned, I just kind of like just learned my lesson, and I'm like, bro, like next time, look around you before you do some shit like that, because you don't know who else is gonna be there. Like, you know what I mean? Now I learned my lesson, and we all good now. We still on good terms, thankfully. So, you know, that's my little brother for life. I love him. Love you, little bro, if you watching this. If you made it this far to the video, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what other things you guys want to watch, or if you guys want me to continue this series of Storytime. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good morning, great afternoon, and a good night, guys. Peace out.